Hey everyone, so I just wanted to do a hopefully very quick video on a grocery haul that I just did. I've been meaning to do this for a couple of weeks, but I just keep forgetting because I get home and I put it all away and then I'm like, whatever. So last night I sat down with Emmett, we made our menu for the week, and I'm gonna just read it off real quick. So tonight I'm gonna make some roasted butternut squash soup, and then tomorrow we're gonna do this chicken parmesan recipe. Wednesday we're doing sweet potatoes, lentils, ground turkey. Thursday I'm gonna babysit, so Emmett's gonna make his own little crock pot chicken. And then on Friday I'm gonna make a potato and chicken casserole, this recipe that I found online. So I went out and got pretty much all the ingredients that I needed, on top of like some lunch things and some snacks and just other little odds and ends. And I'm gonna run through where I go and what I did. Okay, really quick, these are the 3 stores that I went to today. As I mentioned before, I usually start at a grocery outlet, which is, as you can see, a bargain market. And it's very hit or miss when I go, so I always like to start out there and just see what I can grab. And I actually ended up getting about 10 things on my list, which is really cool. And then I got a couple other extra little things. And then I went to Whole Foods to get some of my more organic stuff, the stuff I know that I'm gonna want. And then usually I hit up either Safeway or Target on the way home just to get the last minute stuff that are like the odds and ends that I just couldn't find at these 2 other stores, or at Whole Foods there it was just too expensive, because sometimes that does happen. So here we go. All right, so this is the grocery outlet haul that I got, and I ended up spending, where is it? $27.29 on all this food. So I got a bag of lemons. They're not organic, but lemons right now are super expensive, so that's okay. I got some bread for Emmett. I love this brand. Good stuff, and it's organic. I got salsa for his little crock pot chicken that he's gonna make later this week. And I got, these are my favorite salads. This brand is Taylor Farms, and so I got barbecue ranch and a kale. I think we'll have the kale tonight with our soup. For sandwiches for Emmett, I got him some organic cheese slices, and it's from Grocery Outlet. And then I got him some honey ham, because he likes that, and he doesn't really care if it's organic or not, and it was really inexpensive. I got some of these little packages of chicken broth, and you're probably thinking, okay, well that's a waste of money, but they were, I think, 2 for 75 cents. So I don't need that much for a recipe that I'm using, and I always end up wasting chicken broth when I buy the big things, so I figured that would be cool. This is actually my favorite brand of butter, and they had it at Grocery Outlet, and I realized why, because when I went to Safeway, they've actually changed the packaging, so that's why they have it at Grocery Outlet right now, because they're probably just getting rid of all of this, which is great for me. And then for my recipe tonight, I also needed some ground cinnamon and some ground nutmeg. So yeah, all of this was $27 and whatever cents I said. Next, I went to Whole Foods, and I ended up spending $52.41 for about the same amount of food that I got volume-wise that I got at Grocery Outlet, but it's also because I got a lot of protein there. So this is the chicken that I always buy. It's this massive thing of chicken. It's about $20, but it lasts for like every recipe I need for the week, which is great. I got 5 organic potatoes. They were really inexpensive, but if I can buy organic, I like to. I got myself some turkey slices for sandwiches, and then I also got some gluten-free breadcrumbs. This Glutino brand is the worst name in the world, but it's good stuff. I don't know if I've told you guys before, but I can't have gluten. I got some coconut chips for the butternut squash soup tonight. I got some coconut milk. I got a huge bag of lentils. I love lentils. We use them often, and they're so inexpensive. I think this is like $1.30 a pound, so I got 2.5 pounds. I got just some eggs because I wanted eggs. I got some shallots for a recipe, and then this is like their honey that you can pour out by yourself because it's getting cold and I wanted some tea and I didn't really have much to do. So that is what I got at Whole Foods for $52. And last but not least, I went to Safeway, and I just got a couple of things at Safeway, but I ended up spending $37.95. And this is like the last things that I got. I still have one more thing on my list, but that's okay. So I got some low-fat mozzarella cheese, butternut squash for the soup tonight. It's, okay, I understand that this is pretty ridiculous if you're on a budget to buy pre-cut stuff, but I don't know if all y'all have ever cut up a butternut squash. It is the most miserable thing in the world, and for this, I was willing to pay for convenience. So these are $5 a piece, not that big of a deal. Got some ground turkey, got some grapes to snack on. I got 3 different types of tea. So this was something I looked for at every store. Grocery Outlet didn't have any options. Whole Foods was ridiculously expensive, so Safeway it is. Having some trouble sleeping, gonna get some of that, some nice berry tea and some lemon ginger, and then rice Chex for Emmett. So that's what I got at Safeway again, and I spent $37.95. So anyway, I have one more thing to get on my list, but I'm going to Target tomorrow to return a couple items. And the last thing on my list is fat-free cheddar shreds for this other recipe we're doing. I didn't know that fat-free cheese was so hard to find. I never buy it, but it calls it for it in this recipe. But I guess I'm going to Whole Foods or to Target tomorrow anyway. But my total today I spent was about $118, and my budget this week was $120. So I might go over by like $1 to get that cheese, but I'm okay with that. I have it. You know, I have cash for it, so it's really okay. But yeah, that was just a really quick grocery haul. It'll last us for the whole week for our dinners and lunches and snacks. And for the weekend, we're actually going away for the weekend, so I don't think that I'll need to be buying anything for that, but we will see. All right, thanks guys.